families, welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is from Mali. A lot of Malians experts are coming back. The military, the rebels, some are giving their ammunitions, some have surrendered because what? The president has been calling them for some time now. But now the bushes are hot. The fires that is dropping on them, it is too hot for them to stay there, so they are coming out. But this particular group that came out to give their testimonies, they are not army, they are not rebels, but they are now joined the army to tell the civilians what they went through and why they have come back. Because Mali is their country and no place like home. I like everything and you will love it. I'll be back, families.
The call of the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, General Assimi Goita, has been heard. People are starting to return to the motherland. Here are some testimonies.
I am sending this message to all my brothers. What is your name? Truly, we are profoundly tired and must decisively stop following in the misguided and detrimental footsteps of certain foreign entities and external influences who demonstrably do not genuinely want us to live in a state of harmonious tranquility and enduring peace. This is a message I want to send to all our brothers whose minds are elsewhere, who do not wish happiness for their brothers. We need to come back down to earth and return to our own lands. What we are doing, the consequences of these people who do not want happiness for us. This is a message I am sending to all our brothers who have weapons in their hands, who don't even know which direction they're heading. This needs to stop. I was a victim of this, but I was forced to do it. I was forced to do it by these very same brothers whom I am now advising as well. I've done many things that I was forced to do. It's not because I wanted this, but I wasn't among the ones who caused it. But I really want them to know what the truth is. So I truly urge you to sit down, reflect, and seek peace. Nothing is worth more than peace. So for an intellectual or for someone who has a clear mind, honestly, this has really weighed heavily on people's minds. It has become a regret for many people, just like for me. With God's will, all we do is pray in a refugee camp, and all we wish for is to return to our land, which is Mali. Because the happiness we've managed to find here, we'll never have it again. We'll never find it anywhere else. And it's not because I was unemployed, I was among the best paid employees in Mauritania because I worked for the NGO MSF, Médecins Sans Frontières, as a senior visitor. They even paid me double what I used to earn in Mali. So just because I am originally from Mali, it's like even just sleeping for a single night in Mali truly feels as if I've slept for a full 100 years outside of my own country. That is precisely the profound idea I have come to fully embrace and accept. And since then my behavior has changed. I turned to my Creator to show me the days when I would return to my former place, meaning to come back to my country and serve my country in peace while also facing whatever battles may come. And that day I saw it. God, that is to say, answered my prayer. And the day we were invited to return to Mali, it was a celebration that day. We came back in a rush, you could say, almost running. Everyone knows it, everyone saw it. Because you see someone living outside their country, facing problems in refugee camps, that's real hardship. It's just nonsense. It's better to live in your own home, even if you're poor, than to live somewhere else. There's nothing more sacred or better than your own place, your own country. And right now, as I'm speaking, the family I left behind over there, they're suffering. They're suffering because they're being deceived with lies.
They also say that those who are in Timbuktu or in the north don't love Mali, or that they don't want to become Malians, or that they're not proud to be Malians. So let me give an example. I was an Arabic teacher at the secondary school in Beir, and I was also the president of the Young Arabists at the refugee camp. When the implementing partners and UNICEF, along with ISD, local NGOs working on education in the refugee camp, suggested to the refugees that they start the Mauritanian programs so that the children could benefit from these programs and follow them. They're being deceived with lies. What they're also saying is that those who are in Timbuktu or in the north, they don't like Mali, or they don't like becoming Malians, or they're not proud to be Malians. So let me give an example. I was an Arabic teacher at the Mimberat Secondary High School, and also I was the president of the Young Arabists at the refugee camp. When the organizations AXER, UNICEF, and ISD, a local NGO that works on education in the refugee camp, offered the refugees to start the Mauritanian curriculum so that the children could benefit from it, so they could directly follow the Mauritanian program because it would make things easier for them. But these Malians refused. The refugee camp coordinators and the youth in the camps refused. They said, "We are Malians, if you want to help us, bring us the Malian curriculum." At that time, UNICEF and AHSR directly contacted the Malian embassy in Mauritania to put them in touch with the Malian authorities to meet with the Ministry of Education. And that's what has been done from 2013 until today. Only the Malian curriculum is used. Refugee children benefit from the same curriculum as all children in Mali across all regions of the country. Because people know this is a project that has already failed and will continue to fail. They know that these are Malians and that they will return to Mali. There's no point in coming with a Mauritanian diploma or a diploma from Saudi Arabia or a diploma from any other country. You need to have the same education, the same culture as all the children in every region of Mali. At the very beginning, people were subtly manipulated to lull their minds into a false sense of security so that they could be easily influenced and subsequently drawn into their elaborate project. However, thank God, people have now fully understood this deceptive scheme. That's precisely why they are slowly but surely withdrawing themselves from this particular project. For instance, in our local commune, we even proudly held a significant flag-raising ceremony in the esteemed presence of the chiefs of the General Staff. A truly remarkable and memorable event. We went with him all the way to Gargando to do the flag-raising ceremonies. The current chiefs of the General Staff of the Armed Forces, he was the zone commander at that time. So people have understood and they are withdrawing from these projects and they will continue to withdraw. So we call on everyone to come back to diligently work for their beloved country and make absolutely sure that they are no longer being manipulated or exploited by any external forces.
Thank you so much for listening and watching. I love everything that two gentlemen said. They are in uniforms, but I don't think they are army. Or if they are the armies, great. These ideas that they have and everything that was sold to them to sell their country, but yet they refuse. And now they are back in their own country and they can sleep. Oh my goodness, I love everything and you heard it all. But I've had another exciting news from the military as well. There were some people that were arrested because you know that the terrorists has mixed with the civilians. You don't know which is which until you get them. And sometimes people can be in the right place at the wrong time. They get arrested. Now investigation has completed and they have released 13 and more. Families, please watch them, listen to them, their testimonies, the way they were treated in the jail or in the camps, and I'll be back.
The Malian army is a professional army. As proof, in the Kidal region, some men had been arrested, but after investigation, they were cleared and subsequently released.
The Malian Defense and Security Forces, in strict compliance with human rights, released 13 individuals who had been detained during patrols between Anefif and Kidal.
Knowing that the methods of operation of armed terrorist groups have multiplied and diversified. And in response to this, operations have also increased and measures have been adapted to this evolution in the terrorists' methods of operation. It is following this that we carried out several arrests of suspicious individuals in different circumstances and in various locations. And this morning, the FAMA from all branches proceeded to release more than a dozen suspects against whom we found no evidence after investigations conducted by our competent services. I would like to point out that practically all FAMA services were involved in handling this case. This is an opportunity for me to further reassure the public that arrests are carried out according to proper procedures. They are conducted professionally with the utmost discernment. And at the end of the investigation, if we have no evidence against anyone, the person concerned is simply and purely released, and arrangements are even made to facilitate their return to their family.
The ceremony took place at the camp of the 8th Region under the supervision of Colonel Major Dauda Sagara. Yet another release of presumed suspects after a series of investigations by the competent authorities.
We were taken in for questioning, and honestly, we were treated well. Since our arrest, we have not been disrespected in any way. The FAMA treated us well. We were given drinks, food, and even medical care. Once again, thank you to the Defense and Security Forces.
These efforts made by our defense and security apparatus clearly demonstrate the professionalism of the FAMA in the context of the fight against terrorism.
After having used every means against the FAMA, the terrorists nowadays resort to what is called deception, an old method in warfare. But our men are seasoned and face every challenge. As proof, inflatable vehicles were seized thanks to the collaboration of the intelligence services, according to the report by Gary Bupero.
There was a time, not so long ago, when terrorist groups tried to impose their rule through brutality. Mines hidden in the dust like invisible vipers, directed effect devices like bolts of death, and kamikaze drones like horsemen of the apocalypse. But that era has gradually faded, their tricks have been uncovered, and the ground has been retaken. The Malian armed forces, strengthened by their commitment, discipline, and professionalism, have dealt blow after blow to the enemies of peace. Under constant pressure, the terrorist groups have been forced to reinvent themselves. Unable to roar, enemy vehicles now merely inflate. Made of plastic as light as lies, these vehicles are parked like ghosts, neither alive nor dead. They are nothing more than the firecrackers of a war that seeks to survive through illusion. Indeed,
Thank you so much for listening and watching. It's amazing. Congratulations to the army for doing what they have done and sharing it with us. Those medias who are saying that they are violating human rights and a lot, they are showing them that they are humans. And when you are in a situation like this, you can't trust anyone. People are being arrested on street, minding their own business, doing nothing in some countries, and they will not even arrest them and leave them. They will delete them. Some, they are not arrested, but they will delete them. Nobody talks about that. But if you are a civilian, you are at the right place, but at the wrong time. Am I saying it right? There is operation going on, and you are there, and you don't have any ID, and they get you. Yes, of course, unless they investigate, they will not say you are innocent. And that's why many at times, I don't know, there are few people who normally ask me, I don't know if they are here with me still or they left, because some of you are going, and it's fine, one way or the other, and some are coming as well, which I'm grateful for it. What I want to say is sometimes when they arrest them, they share their faces. I do not do it. I don't even know how to do it. I wish I know. They cover their faces, and people were asking me, why you need to show their faces? So they would shame them. If they cover their faces, it means they are not 100% sure. Investigation is going on. After the investigation, if they know, yes, they are what they think they are, then they remove the thing that they put across their faces so everyone will see them. So now, I hope if you are still here, you will understand why they do what they are doing. They have to protect them until they are 100% sure they are what they think they are. I'm happy for them. They can now go home, meet their families, friends, and tell them their experience. And maybe, who knows, they will even end up join the volunteers or the army to protect their country. Yes, thank you, families, for listening and watching. I'm so happy for our brothers and sisters coming back home. And like he said, there are more refugees there that want to come home. They will go back and bring them home safely where they belong. There's never a place like home. Home is home. It doesn't matter whether you are poor or you are rich. Your home is your home, because there your spirit tells you you are comfortable. Your mind, your everything. I'm not saying you don't have enemies there. You will have enemies there. But who cares? That's your land. That's your home. That's where you belong. So they will all come back one day by the grace of God. Thank you so much, families. Credit to the Citizens Defense Team, ORTM, for sharing this update with us. There is more attached to this video. If I finish it, I'll add it to it before sharing it. So please watch up to the end. Thank you. God bless you all, my families. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.